What up, what up, what up? This is Mike the Philosopher here with another one. This one is Divorce Court, y'all. Are we getting divorced or what? I mean, just let me know, okay? Invite me to the party. I'll be there, all right? That's sort of what the title says. I did a little ad lib in there, but I'm not going to hold you. Let's go in.
They say cheating on a good person is like throwing away a diamond and picking up a rock. On today's case, Mrs. Cribb says that her husband, Mr. Cribb, must be a geologist because his rock collection is extensive. She says her husband's infidelity has left their marriage in limbo, and she is tired of him playing skip rock with her love. She's here today to let him know that diamonds are rare, and this diamond is about to be single. Let's hear their case.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding. Your Honor, this is the case of Cribb versus Cribb.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Cribb. Mr. Cribb. Mrs. Cribb, you have come into my courtroom, you say ready to sign the divorce papers. You say you refuse to be in a loveless marriage one more day.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Cribb, you admit that your marriage has had its ups and downs, but say today you'd like to try and resolve your issues peacefully.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Mr. and Mrs. Cribb, you've actually been married quite a long time. According to my court papers, you've been together 23 years, married for 18 years. So you've made a real family, Mrs. Cribb.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
So you have to tell me what gets us into divorce court today.
Like you said, we've been together for quite some time, and I feel like I've been taking care of holding it down as far as taking care of the kids and just trying to maintain whatever is left of my life. And I just want some type of resolve. We don't talk about our relationship at all. We co-parent well, but it's never a conversation of our actual relationship. And
So the fire has died out of this marriage, is what you're telling me.
Yes.
Mr. Cribb, you heard what your wife says. What do you say?
I mean, I want peace. We get along very well, but it's not working. I mean, like, we get along well with the kids, and together, it's like oil and water. We just don't mix.
I'd love to know how you all met and what got us to this point, because
Okay.
I can't imagine after being together so many years, there were not some happy times. Why don't you take me back?
Okay. We met, I guess I'm going to say, at his job. He works for transportation, let's just say, and his route was on my route to my school and work, and that's how we met.
He was your bus driver.
Yeah.
And you flirted with the bus driver.
The bus driver flirted with me.
Okay.
Like, he
All
seen
right.
all this.
Okay, I got it.
So, you know, he got my attention. We talked and we went out a few times.
He's about 10 years older than you are.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Cribb, when you first met the now Mrs. Cribb, were you looking for a relationship? Were you looking for some sort of long-term thing, or were you just attracted
I
to a
thought that
beautiful
maybe
lady?
it would just be, you know, a little something. You know how people get in relationships, and, you know, have a little fun here and there. I didn't know it was going to, you know, get into something serious as it did, Your Honor.
And 23 years later, you all are together, but facing a crossroads.
In other words, Your Honor, I was, I'm a bus driver. I've smashed chicks on that route for years. Okay, I spit game to almost all of them. Whoever bite. I didn't know it was going to get to a marriage type of situation. I wasn't really looking for that. I just got caught up in this whole thing. That's hilarious. But 23 years, 18 years married. Wow. That's a long time, especially in marriage years. Okay. Nowadays, that's more than most. That's more than most. Let's go in.
What was his relationship status, Mrs. Cribb, when you first met?
Okay, so when we first met, he was in a relationship, like legally, And
Meaning married.
Yeah. And
Y'all don't say what y'all
Yeah,
need to
just
say.
say it.
That's not called in a relationship legally. That's called I'm married to somebody else. So
Yes.
like if you wanted to marry him on that day,
I
you
could.
were legally prohibited from doing so.
Right.
Okay, I got it. All right, so Mrs. Cribb, it moved to a time when you both became available. Is that correct?
yes.
So tell me about the relationship because
See there, why you gonna do that? Why you gonna do that? Judge, why you gonna do that? Why you gonna skip over that part? If that was a guy, would you let him just get away with that and move on to the relationship? No, you wouldn't. You would be like, dude, why are you getting in a relationship with a married woman? That's what you would see. You would lean into him on that. But since it's a woman, okay, we can move past that part, you hooking up with a married man. Let's just get to the relationship part. This is the bias that men have to go through, especially with a female judge like Judge Starr. I mean, look, I'll point out the bias because y'all might miss it, ladies. You might miss it. It's my job. It's my job to point out the bias. Because if that was a guy, she would not just move over the fact that she was married. She would ask the follow-up question, why were you accepting and willing to get into a relationship with a married woman? That's what she would have asked. But we dealing with gender bias. And I have to point it out. Let's go in.
it sounds like there was some encumbrances in the beginning. Were there any red flags from the beginning?
Yes, Your Honor. There
Okay.
was
A
red
marriage
flags.
was a red flag.
So there was an instance with another woman being pregnant. And this is, I didn't find out about the child until after we got married.
How old was the child?
When I found out about her, she was almost 2. When I actually met her, she was 2.
Well, she forgave me for that, but
Wait, hold up.
Okay,
Clearly,
okay.
she hasn't.
I
But
did.
she just brought it up to me 23 years later, so.
Right. I mean, it's a big thing, but it's not a big thing now because the way we have our family and the love that we share.
According to my numbers, didn't you have a child also around that age?
Yes. Yes. So.
And the plot thickens.
Yes,
Y'all not explaining
unfortunately.
everything.
Yes. So I found out we were pregnant at the same time.
There
Didn't
is
know
an
it.
issue.
We didn't
Well-
know about each. Well, I didn't know about her. I can't say if whether. Well, actually, I do know she knew about me. But moving forward, we had a conversation. You know, he was being honest with either one of us, so it just came into that.
And both children have to grow up as siblings, and so y'all had to figure it out, basically.
Yeah, we did, and we did. We
Mr.
did.
Cribb, you said she forgave you for that, so help me. So now it's your turn.
well, she forgave me for it after she found out about it.
Mr. Cribb, wait a minute, hold up.
Okay.
Don't deflect and put something on her.
Oh, my
How do you look
goodness.
me in the face and say, quote, she found out? Why aren't you saying, I told her? Robert, am I wrong?
No.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Really? The brother can't get away with nothing. He can't, as soon as he opened his mouth, the judge is down his throat. That's funny. That's funny to me. Ladies, I know y'all probably don't see the bias. I see it. I see it. I'm going to point it out. All right? She just let this woman just run through the whole scenario synopsis of how things started. As soon as this brother opened his mouth, the judge is jumping down his throat. It's just funny to me. Let me say this. The kid was 2 years old. That means he had, you know, he had her or him, whatever the kid is, before he met her, before he was established with her. He found out about the kid later on when it was 2 years old. Okay? Short story, y'all. Fun time, short story with Mike the Philosopher. I was with a young lady. Okay. I was with her. I didn't find out I had a child until they were about a year and a half. Okay. The chick I was with, I wouldn't say she forgave me because it happened before I met her. So it just was what it was. Well, she was very understanding. She even said, "Oh yeah," she seen the picture. She said, "That's your child." And I said, "We'll see." So I found out she was my child. Yeah, it was a girl. She was my daughter. And it brought us closer. Me and my girl at the time. It brought us closer because I seen that she was very understanding of that situation. She knew it was before her time. Yes, it was a new baby that was in the mix. I didn't know nothing about, but we found out together. And the fact that she accepted her made me want to rock with her even more. I was starting to feel like this could be the one. This could be the one. Probably the same scenario with him and her. He found out when the baby was 2 years old. Probably figured, if she gonna rock out with me, she could be the one. And sure enough, they did get married. Let's hear some more.
Hey, why aren't you saying I told her and she forgave me? You prefaced it with she found out and forgave me. So something tells me you were dishonest. Am I right or wrong?
You're right. You're right, Yana. But I didn't know that she was pregnant at the time. But then when I found out, I was trying to figure out how I waited to tell her. It's just that I just couldn't bring myself to tell her because.
So in a 2-year time period,
yeah.
While your wife now is actually pregnant,
Yes, Yana.
you go to the hospital. Y'all probably done had the baby shower and everything.
Yeah, he should have told me as soon as he found out.
So you mean to tell me in that time period,
You had plenty of time. I'm sorry.
you had plenty of time, bruh.
I was too afraid to tell her.
After that, he was texting other women, and it was later found out that he was sleeping with his ex.
What's going on with you? You
Well-
can't keep it in your pants. That's number one. Keep going.
No, it's not that I can't keep it in my pants, Yana. Is that
He jumps out.
It jumps out. Oh, the bailiff got jokes, y'all. Let me show y'all something real quick. This was funny.
she?
Wait a
she-
minute,
I-
wait a minute.
Yana,
Hold
is
on.
That
Y'all see this chick right here? She got a whole bunch of attitude for your boy. A whole bunch of attitude for your boy. Oh, you just like almost like she been in this situation before. I just had to point her out real quick because this jury be making all kind of faces. It's funny.
He jumps out.
she used sex as a tool. Like she'll have sex with me, but then
There they go.
maybe once or twice a year. Like one time she asked me to do something. And I was like, no, because you act the way you asking me. And she said, okay, then well, I'll just add some more days on before you get some sex or weeks.
So
You
in
know,
other
so
words,
I felt as though
sex is a weapon.
As much as he goes above and beyond to destroy us, he doesn't do that to save us. He's not romantic. Like, you want sex, but you want me to just open it up? That's not how it works. I have to be taken care of from the inside out, just like I take care of you, but yet we're supposed to have sex. How?
I'd love to hear your response to that.
Oh, this is a good subject, y'all. This is a good subject. Listen, a lot of women do use sex as a weapon. Men don't really do that. Men don't really do that. We ain't in the habit of punishing our women just because, we got a disagreement. But women, y'all do that. Y'all punish. Y'all attach all of your emotions into that to the point where you start using it as a weapon. Oh, and then you start being controlling. Start being controlling. So in order to gain power and gain authority in a relationship, you will use that as some sort of weapon. And then you'll get upset with him when he steps out on you. Y'all not going to like this comment that I'm going to say right now, ladies. Okay? But any woman using sex as a weapon, you deserve to get cheated on. Yeah, I said it. Somebody had to say it. I had to say it. Now, I know y'all not going to like that. But if you use sex as a weapon, you deserve to get cheated on. Okay? Imagine going through a hot desert, the Sahara Desert. Okay? Imagine this. Just close your eyes, imagine this. You're walking through the hot Sahara African desert. Okay? Your partner has a guillotine, well, not a guillotine, but is it a guillotine of water? A gallon of water. Okay? I think a guillotine chops your head off. I don't know. But anyway, them little joints with that hole of water with the bead in it. You know what I'm talking about. Your partner has the water for you. You're sweating, you're dehydrated, you're about to pass out. But your partner want a piggyback ride. And you say, I'm not doing that. I'm sweating, I'm tired, I'm about to pass out. I'm not giving you no piggyback ride. Well, if you don't give me a piggyback ride, you ain't getting no water. Then, you as the man, you see a lake. Okay? You see a waterfall in the distance. What you expect a man to do? What you expect a man to do, ladies? Okay? Let me put it in a way that you can understand. Say, for instance, you're with your man, right? And your man refused to buy groceries in your house. Your man refused to buy groceries in your house. He said, if you don't clean this house up or do what I say, I'm not getting no food in this house. Another guy offers you a gourmet meal. Okay? You haven't eaten. In a week, you haven't eaten. What you gonna do? Don't play with sex, ladies. There has to be a way to rectify things without using that as some sort of weapon, because what you do is you're introducing a Trojan horse into your marriage. Okay? A component that could potentially destroy your relationship. It's almost like purchasing a GUN, right? It's almost like purchasing one, a Smith & Wesson, right? If you get that Smith & Wesson, it's in the house now, so it has the potential to hurt somebody. Well, you bought it. You brought it in the house. What I'm saying is, you're introducing a potential harm into your family by not doing that. Now, I know a lot of women ain't gonna agree with this because a lot of times the emotion is tied into intimacy, and I get it. I get it. I get it, but you got to figure out a way to rectify issues without using that as a weapon. That should be off the table as far as something to mess with. Okay? If you don't want the rest of the rules of the relationship broken, don't break that one. Infidelity, cheating, spending too much money, disrespect, all of these unwritten rules of love and family. You need to not mess with that either. Because once you start messing with core values and core rules, you open yourself up for a failed relationship. Let's go in.
So you say the cheating continued. I'd like to hear about
Yes, it did. I was talking to my son on his phone, and my son jokingly says, well, oh, he must trust you, or guys must be doing well now because you have his phone. And I'm like, I'm not going to go through his phone. Like, I'm not going to look for something and just hurt myself. And I looked.
They all do. They all do.
All the
I
time.
did.
They all do.
And it was there, 3 messages down, and it was just basically him saying that he couldn't wait to be inside this woman again. So that's right there. That's a mission. Like, I didn't have to
need to see
decode
anything
it
else.
or anything like that.
Right, like,
Yeah.
it's like say, not I want to get with you, I can't wait to get with you again.
Again, exactly.
Tag you're it, Mr. Crib.
Well, Your Honor, there was no sex. I mean, sex was like once or twice a year.
So basically what you're telling me is you
What?
felt like your intimate life was over with your wife at that time?
And then when I tried to talk to her, she would like snap on me.
Oh, yeah. This is, yeah. If you only get it twice a year, ladies, listen. People hire maids. Why? Because they don't want to do that type of work. They outsource. People hire chefs. Why? Because they don't want to do that work. They outsource. If you don't want it, outsource that work. I know it's not conventional. It's not. Look, you don't have the right to stop your partner from having intimacies and then expect them to stay loyal to you. You have already broken the contract, okay? When a man says I do to a woman, he's expecting intimacies on a regular basis. Okay? Why even get married if you don't get that? Right? And that's like a man not providing a woman money. Okay, if you stop providing money for the house, why would I stay with you? Really? Why wouldn't I try to get another guy who got money? That's how women think. You understand it when it's on your end. But when it's on our end, you don't understand it. A lot of women. Not all. But some of y'all are dope, though. Some of y'all really get it. So shout out to all the queens who get it. But what I'm saying is this. 2 times a year, unacceptable. Let me tell you my rule. My rule is this. I work with what is it? I work with it's been so long since I had to say it. I work in threes. Here's how it should go. It should be no more than 3 times a day. It should be no less than 3 times a week. Okay? That's how sex should be. If you're doing it more than 3 times a day, you're wasting time. If you do it less than 3 times a week, you're not doing it enough. Okay? That is the sweet zone when it comes to, and it varies because of, of your age. People age, they ain't got time for it like that. I would even say some people can go more than a month, but my rule of thumb is no more than 3 times a day and no less than 3 times a week. If you're not in that zone, you have relationship problems. I can promise you. You have maybe not if you go past 3 times a day and you go 4 times a day, but trust me, somebody ain't making money somewhere. Okay, if you could do it that much, you're still going to have relationship problems because money is going to be a problem. But if you're doing it less than 3 times a week, you're still going to have problems. You have to keep it going. And 2 times a year, I don't care what y'all say. I'm not going to hold this brother to nothing. Okay? I'm not justifying cheating. I know he's married. I get all that. But she broke the contract. She broke the contract. She is not fulfilling her wifely duties. So use that whole, desert scenario that I gave y'all. That's what this brother, he see a waterfall in the oasis over there. He see a waterfall. You expect this brother to die of thirst? Let's go in.
I wouldn't want to have sex with you if I thought that you were going and dipping your wand in other pools. I just wouldn't.
Right,
I wouldn't want you to touch me.
Absolutely.
I would.
See, and now here we go with the judge showing gender bias, because I'm gonna tell you, she put the horse before the cart, or cart before the horse. That's what she did. The brother ain't gonna have time to do that if he getting it on the regular. 2 times a year. Did you hear him, Judge? Super bias. Let's go in.
I wouldn't know, if where you've been and who you've been with.
And the women love it.
I would be afraid. Do you see what I mean?
Yes.
And I would probably be mad.
That was years
Yes.
ago.
But if I have all these things in my head, I can't sit there and look at you like you're attractive and I want to be intimate,
Do you hear that, Mr. Cribb?
Yeah, I hear it.
So, Mrs. Cribb, do me a favor. Talk to your husband and tell him how it makes you feel to find all this evidence that he is being intimate with other people and then comes home and wants to be intimate with you. You tell him.
Well, honestly, it makes me feel unattractive. It makes me feel insecure, angry. And you're right, you said the other day that you feel like I'm holding on to resentment, and I am. And that's why I really suggested counseling, and I've made so many attempts, and I just don't feel like you take it serious.
Oh my goodness, y'all. It's hard for me to watch this. For real. I know she got all the women in her court. She even got the judge in her court. This brother is the only man. It's him and the bailiff. That's it. This shit is hilarious. Let me tell you something. The judge obviously didn't hear this woman or this guy. He said 2 times a year. And you still going to beat up on him? This is ridiculous to me. And the judge goes straight after him. I wouldn't want you either, as if you did this, that, and you dipped your stick. Look, I wouldn't have to do that if I get it from my wife. I don't want to be out in these streets. My wife is not interested. She not doing it. She not doing nothing. What am I supposed to do, Judge? For men, if we don't use it, we lose it. Okay? We could become impotent. We could develop, what do they call that? Testicular, cancer. So we have to use it, ladies. It's part of our makeup, okay? It's where testosterone comes from. We have to keep it moving. If we don't, we slowly turn into women. Facts. Men slowly turn into women. We start losing our testosterone as we get older. Okay? We slowly start to turn into women. We have to do it to stay being men. I'm not, again, listen. I'm not justifying cheating. But the women don't understand. Okay? It's expensive being a man. We have to pay the cost. We have to spread our seed. We make 100 million sperm every damn day. Okay? 100 million. What, you made one egg? I'm not that's a huge accomplishment. I'm not putting shade. But what I'm saying is, look, imagine I don't know how, I don't know the equivalent I could use. I would say for instance a woman is menstruating, right? And she has to buy whatever y'all buy, tampons, pads, whatever. Let's say one day you don't change it out. Okay? At some point you're going to have to get rid of it to get a new one. I'm trying to draw the equivalent. So if you have that same tampon in for 2, 3, 4 days, it's you gotta flush it. You gotta get rid of it. That's the same way with sperm. Okay? Men have to flush it. We have to get rid of it. We have to let it go. If we are married, we should not be messing with ourselves. That's why we got a wife. I don't care how this little congregation and jury is shading this brother. If he only getting it twice a year, I am not gonna hold this dude. And I don't like how he's being railroaded. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Let's go back in.
I always feel like I speak from the heart, but I don't get that back.
Here we go.
I'm always winning for my marriage, and I don't. As much as he goes above and beyond to destroy us, he doesn't do that to save us. He's not romantic. Like, you want sex, but you want me to just whoop, open it up. That's not how it works. I have to be taken care of from the inside out, just like I take care of you. But yet, we're supposed to have sex. How?
I said in another video, I think it was my Ready to Love video, and I said this about Maya. Don't nobody understand feelings but the person having them. Now, these women probably empathize with her. And I get that. You see this brother face? He know the story. He know the real story. Okay? I think it's something else going on with this woman. I don't know if she's premenopausal. I don't know if she's just not physically attracted to him. I don't know if she got somebody else on the side. I don't know if she is messing with toys. I don't know what's going on with this woman. But 2 times a year is unacceptable. Period. 2 times a year. Birthday and Christmas. That's it. And your heart ain't in it in either one. Okay, you ain't giving me your all. And forget about sloppy toppy. Her emotions is too tied up into things. I think it's best that they just divorce, because I can guarantee you she's going to open the floodgates with another guy. She's never going to emotionally be back there with this guy. It happens. It's a sucky part of relationships. You get to an emotional, when your well runs dry and there's just no water to keep watering the fruit of the relationship, because the well is dry and everything else start drying up along with it. You know what I'm talking about. Let's go back in.
I'd love to hear your response to that.
I try to be romantic. I do things with her. And then it's like she tells me I can never be your friend. You know, I mean, she'll treat me as though I'm less value to her. I mean, I know I did a lot of bad things, but
Stop right there. Did you hear what you just said?
Yes, ma'am.
I know I did a lot of bad things. Do you ever think that because of those bad things,
Yes.
she has been hurt to the point where she does not like you,
Right.
okay? Love you to death? Remembers the day that she fell in love with you,
Right.
but doesn't like you
Right.
because you have not been good to her. Do you see what I'm
I
saying?
see what you're saying.
Her new attitude is, I'm gonna hurt you as much as you have hurt me and let you see how it feels.
Right. Everybody sleep, but I don't see her and I don't see this other guy.
Are we talking about this same
No,
gentleman?
a different guy.
Okay, oh, and another one.
And then they were on the balcony making out. I grabbed them, was about to throw them over the balcony, and then everybody broke us up, and I just left after that.
So, Mrs. Cribb, you did disrespect the house.
Why am I not surprised? I haven't seen this before. Told y'all she could have a side dude. Told y'all she could be messing with toys. I told y'all she could be messing with herself. Told y'all that it's something else going on with this chick. And I'm not buying it at all. I understand how you can get emotionally unavailable with a person, but oftentimes that energy is redirected into somebody new. Let's go in.
You have been hurt in this marriage also, according to you, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Tell me what hurts you have had.
Well, Your Honor, she's not an angel as well. I mean, I know all the stuff been put on me, but I mean, she goes out with her friends. She comes home, used to come home at 5 in the morning, no explanation. Or like one time we broke up, she went out with a friend, came back at, 6, and then I asked her where she go. She just laughed in my face. So at that point, I moved out. A week later, I come back, and the guy that she was interested in, he was there. So at that point, I was with my aunt. I moved in with my ex while she was dating this other guy.
I just want to make sure I'm clear. You left, and within a week you came back, and somebody else was there.
Someone else was there. The guy that she was already talking to.
By the way,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
you left that situation and decided, I'm going to go back and move with my ex, who you had already had a relationship with. Am I right?
Right, a week later, yeah.
So we're talking
You're right.
tit for
Yes, Your
tat.
Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
That's
Guns
completely tit for tat.
Guns blazing.
Yes.
Okay? So
Can I add something, Your Honor? When he keeps on saying that, oh, this guy was there, he was not living there. We were not having sex. He was there to fix things.
Bull. He was there to fix the plumbing. That's what he was there to fix. Bullshit, man. Who's buying that? You move a guy in and y'all not intimate. Either A, you lying, or B, something really is wrong with you. Something really, because if you're not even giving it to him, you got a chemical imbalance, young lady. Your pH is off, your hormone, you need hormone therapy. You probably need some shots of testosterone to get your drive back going. Why would you move another dude in the house? Listen, I'm not saying this dude is an angel, but from what I'm hearing from her side, I have zero sympathy for this woman. She has done things just as bad to him. Just as bad. Even if it's tit for tat, she evens it all out by the dumb stuff she do. You move another dude into the house, not a week later. You know what that means? You was already doing things with this dude. You was already doing things with this dude. He was already a part of your, he probably already smashing. Let's be real. Let's not be naive. She is no angel. So all these tears and all this stuff, miss me with that. Let's go in.
Around the house because
You weren't being intimate with this man?
no, I was not.
Whatever.
No, Your Honor.
But
No.
y'all ended up together.
Lies.
During the time that he's talking about, no, I was not. Let's just say
It
that.
became a intimate relationship.
It became an intimate relationship after, and when it was after was when you moved in with the ex, and when you talking about
In a
from
week.
hurt, Your
Tit for
Honor,
tat
that was
then.
hurt.
Tit for
Yeah.
tat. This is
In a
what I'm
week.
talking
Yeah.
about.
Well, there's a point where we had a party one night. We had a lot of friends over. I had to go to work early in the morning. And I go into the living room. Everybody's asleep, but I don't see her and I don't see this other guy. So I go out to the balcony.
Are we
They-
talking about this same
No,
gentleman?
a different guy.
Okay. Oh, and another one.
And then they were on the balcony making out. And so,
We were not-
I grabbed them, was about to throw them over the balcony, and everybody broke us up, and I just left after that.
So, Mrs. Cribb, you did disrespect the house and
I did.
and make out with.
But I wasn't making out. That's his truth. That is not the truth.
Y'all were holding each other. I saw you.
But you just
I would
said
have just snapped. Y'all just standing there.
So
just,
wait a minute. Were they kissing or were
Yeah, they were kissing. They
we
were
were not
holding like.
kissing. Was he close to me and rubbing like?
He was inappropriate.
Yeah, he was inappropriate. Yes.
So in other words, you were not having sex with this man. Is your point?
Yes.
However, it was disrespectful
It was.
of the home.
It was.
Tit for tat.
Yep.
Look for that.
You're-
Mr. Cribb,
Yes, ma'am.
what I am hearing right here is the prime example of hurt people hurt people.
Yes.
But I haven't heard you say that I want my marriage. I have not heard you say that I'm willing to fight for my marriage. I have not heard you say that this is the woman that I love and I don't need a backup plan. See, when I asked you
Absolutely.
to talk to her the way she had talked to you, what my expectation was is that you would turn to your wife and say, I'm done with that baby. I don't need a backup plan. I'm not moving in with nobody else. Whatever time it takes for me to win back your trust, I'm willing to take that time. If you can't say that, I'm not mad at you, but you gotta let her go.
Oh, shoot. Let me say this, y'all. This is over. When a woman gets to a point where she is openly disrespectful, publicly disrespectful, making out with another guy, a married woman making out with another guy. Now, I'm not saying he's in the right. When he gets publicly disrespectful too, it's over. It's over. Because they're always going to be trying to one up each other. Okay? She ain't got no problem being intimate with the new dude. You see what I'm saying? But she got problems being intimate with him. That tells me that she don't have a respect for him anymore. She don't respect him anymore. When the respect is gone, it's over. If I'm him, I'm not trying to stick with this chick. I'm gonna let her go. Okay? And I am going to tear up the town and get some new stuff. Okay? Because it just ain't worth it to suffer in this type of relationship. And that goes for both of them. I mean, she getting away from him too. He was disrespectful, smashing other chicks, you know, and not honoring the marriage. But my whole thing is, I don't know which one is first. I don't know if he started cheating first or if she started withholding first. It seemed like she started withholding first. She don't seem to be that very, intimate woman. But it's real funny because women, y'all get real. Y'all get real frisky with the new guy, okay? But the guy that you with, you slack off a little bit. But you get real frisky with the new guy. The new guy is exciting, and you got the energy and you trying to impress the new guy. But the old guy or the one you've been with, been there, done that. It's sexual boredom is really what it is. Probably on both ends too. And when that's an issue, it's time to go. Let's go in.
Mrs. Cribb?
Yes.
Do you have the answers that you said you came here to get?
I feel like I do.
Would you like me to serve the papers?
Yes, please.
Robert, will you please retrieve the papers?
Sure.
Mr. Cribb, I've given you ample opportunity to make a statement to your wife.
She already got the new guy. That's why she got the paperwork ready. Because women like the monkey branch, okay? They just like the monkey branch. So a woman ain't gonna get the paperwork ready until she got her next due secured. So she probably got her next due secured, and she's probably monkey branching the one who she was kissing on, the one who moved in with her. He's ready to settle down with her. So now she got the paperwork ready to hand that paperwork off to her husband. Let's go in.
That you want this marriage to work. You have not taken that opportunity. To the contrary, not only have you not taken that opportunity, you have resisted it. And I don't know why you're resisting it, but you're resisting it says to me that you're not willing to do the work necessary. Mrs. Cribb, is that what it says to you?
Absolutely, and I feel like I've made that very clear over the course of the years, because he likes to say that, he didn't.
I can't front. She got gorgeous eyes. I love her eyes. But he hasn't fought for it because he already know you're already gone. You're already gone. You're already smashing another dude. Why would he want you now? For real. And plus he ain't getting... Listen, you got to give a man something to miss. You're not giving him nothing to miss. He don't miss anything. Is it intimacy? No, he not getting that from you. Why would he fight for you? Peace of mind? No, he not getting that from you. You give him all kind of stress and turmoil. He's not getting anything to hold on to from you. Why would he fight for you? This man is looking like he's ready for his peace of mind right now. He ready to go. That's why I said this is over. So the judge is leaning heavy on the guy. Like I said, female bias, I get it. But I'm here for the male interpretation of what's going on here. I'm saying everything that's in this brother's mind. He can't say it because he's in the court of law or TV law, whatever. So he can't say it. I have to say it. I have to speak what's in his mind. I know what he's going through. And with this whole jury of all women, this is hilarious. Like, imagine a brother with an all-white jury. Like, that's how it is. This is... Nah, he ain't gonna fight for you because you didn't give him nothing to fight for. What is he losing? Nothing. Love? That's gone too. Let alone the intimacy, the respect, the dignity, to all that other stuff, peace of mind. All of that is gone. Look at his brother, look broken. Look at him. What are you going to fight for this for? His brother is broken over here. And he gets in court with an all-female jury telling him how horrible he is, while she got some other dude living in the house with her. Absolutely ridiculous. Let's go.
Didn't get this and he didn't get that during the relationship, but there was a lot of things I didn't get either, and I want to feel wanted. And just like you said, I've been screaming out trying to be seen by this man for so many years. I shouldn't have to do this.
Your wife wants to fight for this marriage.
I fight for it, but I'm not.
Don't you dare.
No, she don't.
Mr. Cribb,
Y'all
tell the
just don't
truth.
understand.
Just no.
Okay.
Tell the
I
truth.
understand a lot.
If you don't want her, let her go.
Okay, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah. Told you, he's broken.
This is the case of Lana Cribb versus Derek Cribb. The plaintiff has properly signed the papers pro se. Serve the papers.
Mr. Cribb,
Yes, sir.
you've been served.
Mrs. Cribb, you can now take those papers into the New Jersey Civil Court
Okay.
and start formal divorce proceedings.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank
And
you.
I suggest you go on with your life.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Find your happy,
I will. Thank
because
you.
it is not with him.
Hold on, y'all. Let me show you something real quick. Okay.
And I suggest
You see the smile on her face? You see the smile? She was just playing victim about losing her marriage, and now she's smiling. She got another dude in the house with her. Okay. She got away with playing the victim, and she got another dude already. She didn't want this marriage either. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But when you're trying to garner sympathy and you have an all-female jury and judge, everybody see it her way. Women are very cliquey. Women are very biased. I think men can be a little more even keel and see it from both ends. A little bit better than women can. Okay, women are very like-minded. It don't even matter what race you are. Like this chick here, this chick here. She's kind of cute though. This chick here too. this chick, all of them, they all see it her way. Meanwhile, she was making out with other dudes on the balcony, disrespecting her husband, smashing another guy. They not divorced yet. So it got intimate, tit for tat. All that tit for tat stuff made everything he did irrelevant. Now you on even playing field now. But she still get to play victim. And she's walking out the courtroom with a smile on her face, with a smirk. Like she won over everybody's opinion, and she came out victorious. This is why I had to rewind it here so that you can see the expression, the I got away, I just swallowed the canary look on this woman's face. And this brother is going to walk out of here with his tail between his legs, thinking he is the whole problem. The court systems, even public opinion, is just not fair to men. This is ridiculous. And I don't think it's ever going to get better. Why? Because there are always going to be more women than men. And as long as there are more women than men, women are always going to take, and women are cliquey already as it is, and see, it overpowers any situation. And that's the part that us as society, we're not talking about. Let's go in.
Yes, you go on with your life.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Find your happy.
I will.
Oh, she already did.
With him.
He's at the crib now, putting his name on the orange juice.
Robert, that's as real as it will get. Mr. Cribb has been out of this marriage for a very long time.
I mean, when a woman is denying you intimacy, why go find it somewhere else?
He's doing that.
To throw it in her face.
What the fuck did you just say, man? Bailiff, look, I know you work for a female judge, bruh. When a woman is denying you intimacy, why would you go find it anywhere else? Did you just say that? All right, y'all, I'm done with this. Thanks for watching. If you got this far, hit the like, share, subscribe. I'll catch you in the these divorce courts, man. They got me turned up. Okay. Thanks for watching. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. Catch you in the next one. Peace.